Hello and welcome back to Starfield. We just ran the Red Mile and survived. So now we still need to figure out a way to meet up with Marco. We got
You're back.
coordinates.
Are you okay?
Kind of. Barely.
You're alive, and that's what matters most. Anyway, I'm relieved you made it through okay.
Why? Afraid you'd lose all that work you put into your smuggling investigation?
I wouldn't expect you to understand. All you see in people is what you can get from them. I'm glad, because that was an incredibly brave thing you did. And we need rangers with that kind of courage. Also, I owe you an apology.
You were.
I was pretty awful to you at
We're
first.
pretty awful.
I'm sorry about that.
Did I do something to offend you?
No, it's not that. I had a bad experience with another deputy that I was training. I'll tell you all about it after this is over. Okay? So you need to stay alive or you'll never hear the story.
It says that your hostility stems from a past tragedy.
How could you possibly?
We're an empath.
Maybe someday I can... But no. No. Now isn't the time. We need to focus on the task at hand. Once you're on your way, I'll return to the rock and let the marshal know what's going on. Come home safe, deputy. That's an order.
You always were the soft one, little sister.
Oh, go to hell. Or at least make yourself useful and get us some drinks.
You must be tougher than you look.
Hey, let's talk to May again.
If you're looking to register, you'll need to speak to Mr.
Yeah. Oh, down there. Is that her office?
Time for me to keep my promise, runner? You can find Marco on Kodos aboard his ship. I'd advise you not to keep him waiting. He is not exactly patient.
So what did your message say about me?
Only that someone wanted a meeting. Don't expect to catch him unprepared. He keeps a sizable force of mercenaries aboard his ship as bodyguards.
What else can you tell me about him?
He's intelligent, well-connected, and utterly ruthless. He's also a man of taste who appreciates the finer things.
Okay.
You'll find out soon enough what I mean.
Then I'll be heading for Kodos.
Good. Travel safely, runner. Should you ever crave the challenge of the mile again, it will be here, waiting for you.
Maybe. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll aim to break the record. Who knows? Tuna. Of course. Oh, it's again super far away. How do we get there? Let's go to the Voli. I'm there.
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband.
You can scan me.
Alright, we're done. Have a good time in Neon.
We're not planning on going to Neon, at least not right now. Gotta go to Olympus. We go.
Driver spinning down. Jump was smooth as butter.
Luckily, and further jumping we go.
Better be clean next time I go in there.
I'll get to it, Dad. I promise.
This ain't my getting around to it, Tony. You understand?
Huh? Fine, okay.
Oh, I never get tired of that.
boy. Yeah, just figuring out what was going on here first.
Grav drive down! We can't jump!
Gotta fire up my...
Just give up!
There you go.
Their grab drive is crippled. They're not escaping.
That's good. Come on, take him out. There we go.
Enemy grab drive out. Enemy shields are gone.
We do it? I think we did. Let's loot them. Guess the Freestar ship got destroyed. Are you okay?
I got a little too exciting back there. I think we had it covered, but I expect some people owe you their lives. Any way we can repay you?
Me credits.
Transferring credits now. Can't stay here gabbing all day. Fly safe.
You too.
You take care.
And save you all the time. Righty. Kudos. There is the Fortuna. Let's see how this goes.
Landing commencing.
Right.
Every world with living things is a treasure.
True. Be a nice place to have an outpost, actually. Let's put on our suit. Alright. Pretty fancy.
You the runner?
Thus, anyone who allows us just to walk into a space like this is very,
Yeah.
very confident. Or, I suppose, very insecure.
Okay.
This music is gonna put me to sleep.
Oh. Good. Jesus, look at this place.
Need the Red Mile,
Ridiculous.
huh? Nice.
Everything full of turrets as well. Like this is look at this. I want to take a moment to appreciate the decor.
Are we impressed? Clearly that is the goal.
Yeah,
I think... No, never mind. I am not impressed.
yeah. A little much. Mr. Graziani.
Welcome. May's message didn't exactly make it clear why you wanted to meet with me. If you're looking for work, my organization is always in need of pilots and security personnel, willing to take risks.
Your organization?
You've heard of the First, I take it. I'm not just a member, I also help to fund the outfit through a network of independent traders. Of course, illicit goods are the most lucrative, so there is a constant need for skilled pilots.
I've got some questions about the First.
Ah, I see. You did well to find me. I'm not an easy man to locate.
Yeah.
Though I suppose we haven't exactly been keeping a low profile lately. Given the nature of the contract, a degree of exposure was always a risk, but a calculated one. To be honest, I think the Major is all but spoiling for a confrontation with the Rangers. Still, I confess, I'm a little disappointed that the Marshal sent a deputy instead of a full-fledged Ranger.
Tread carefully, Marco. You underestimate the deputy at your peril.
Exactly.
And who might you be?
Call me Andreja.
Welcome to my home, Andreja. If I may be so bold, you possess a certain mystique.
He does.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
The feeling is not mutual, and I am not the one with whom you should be trying to curry favor, Marco.
Your deputy friend here could have a bright future. Assuming we all keep our heads.
We'll see about that. Why would the Major want a confrontation?
To settle accounts. Major Hall served with distinction during the Colony War. But the leaders of the Free Star Collective, they turn on him. In his eyes, the Rangers are enforcers for a corrupt Council of Governors. That makes you his enemy.
He's not wrong on that, I think.
I didn't see any profit in nursing that grudge. I prefer to focus on the future.
You mentioned the Major. Is that who runs the First?
That's right. Major Hall spent 20 years in lockup nursing a grudge against the Free Star Collective. We all did. A lot of good men and women died for nothing because of those cowards you work for. You've chosen your side, and I've chosen mine.
On details of the first operations, including who hired you.
I'm not sure you are grasping the situation here, Deputy. You were on my ship, outnumbered by my guards, who killed you without hesitation. I'm a businessman. If you expect me to cooperate, I'm going to want something in return. I won't tell you everything. I do still have some loyalty to my unit. However, I can point you in the right direction. In exchange, I want the Rangers to let me operate with a free hand.
No deals. Tell me what I want to know or face the consequences.
I have a better idea. Instead, I tell you something you don't want to know. But you should. The Council of Governors is a group of greedy and corrupt liars who are using you and the other Rangers to protect their own interests. Do you really think they give a damn about the people of the Free Star Collective?
I'm not doing this for them, I'm doing it to protect innocent people. Exactly, like, I know that the Council of Governors, they're corrupt, for sure. But, like, you can't just, like, threaten random farmers and shit.
Whatever road brought you here, your journey ends today.
Yes,
oh,
you
okay.
me?
Okay. Going down.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
This will be messy. I think I will just clear out the place and then we'll take care of the looting.
I cannot wait.
Jesus.
It's gonna take more than that.
So many turrets. Why am I not hitting that?
You cannot beat me. You thought you could win? Good one.
How am I not hitting that turret? There we go.
Not the best one.
We're mowing you down here, so I'm not sure about who should give up. Oh, there's someone upstairs.
Give up already.
One down.
Time to get out the big guns. There we go. There we go.
Are you prepared to die?
Where are you shooting at? Oh, there. There's probably another one in the office. Again, let's clear out the place first and then go from there.
Hiding like a coward. Stand down from alert.
Not hiding. Oh. Boom. Oh. I clearly just hit him. Perfect shot.
I make this look easy.
Yeah, I think we mostly deal with turrets and cameras now.
Bring it.
I think something is
Where
beeping
have they
here.
gone?
There's one more, I think. We turn off the alarm? This is annoying. Thank you. Hey. I like the place a lot more now that it's quiet. And no bad guys. There we go. Let's loot. I mean, I kind of assumed that there was not much room for negotiating with him. I definitely didn't want to join him. Now, I do agree that the Council of Governors probably is corrupt. Not a fan of those, but that doesn't make him any better.
Well, this seems worth a look.
Beowulf, okay. Ah, turret. Well, that would have helped. We should have checked that out before. Hey. Let the looting commence. Coffee. There's gotta be one of those magazines that gives you permanent upgrades as well, right? Somewhere at least. Safe. Oh, there we go. I'm hacking. Okay, this would go. Go.
Hope you...
Also good. Ooh, legendary rifle. Interesting.
Can't succeed at that before we are discovered.
I already succeeded. Calm down. We're also quite a few those mercenaries. At least some point. There they are. How do I get up there? Could be... Oh, there. Yeah, we're encumbered, but not far away from our ship. That should give us a good amount of money once we get back. Maybe to, yeah, we'll probably have to return to Aquila City anyway. Sell some stuff there. Completely ambushed that guy.
I think you may be trying to take a little too much on. Literally.
No, be fine. Let me loot. Abrasia, let me loot. Thanks. Ooh. I'll check that out. Second. On tables. Repair. How do I get in here? Ah, here. Let's steal all the wine salad. I think we're good. Let's check out some of the stuff that we picked. It's these, but a couple of explosive, specialized, calibrated side star. 10% damage against humans. Corrosive. Randomly deals corrosive damage and reduces the target's armor over 6 seconds. Explode. Randomly switches to explosive rounds. That might be nice. Let's just switch that up. With this one. Has 30% damage while in space and minus 15% damage while on a planet. I don't know, I think I will just... Oh, but also got others. Oh, that's not better. Really better. We'll say their uniform looks pretty cool. Oh, that's Poncho with a mask. Let's get out of here. Things turn violent, surprisingly. This is a nice planet, though. I mean, it looks pretty.
Hello, Captain.
At some point I gotta figure out where I want to do like a proper outpost.
I can do more than stand around, you know.
Who even are you? I guess, yeah. Oh, it's that one lady that we hired.
Hey, good to see you.
Okay, let's
Your ship is way bigger than
put some things into storage. One can go, this one, this one. Drum gun. Which does more damage the less armor one has. Short scope. Like that Grendel that I have also equipped, it's not great. So I'm kind of thinking I want like another option for the gun. Rifle of sword. Maybe a maelstrom. Swords. I have to see. Mostly using my pistols anyway. Suit can go. Recon pack can go. Helmets can go. This one can go. Also, I wanted to check weight of the books goes, resources that can go, miscellaneous. Do we have any ship? Heavy? Nope. Right.
ads.
Well, now, guess we return to Aquila City. Aquila City. I have to check in with some of the merchants.
I spent significant time here meeting with smugglers. Brings back memories.
I also need to change my... No, for this, now that we have to report, let's put on our 3-star Rangers outfit for once.
Another day, another shift.
Everyone needs supply. I'll say right up. How about I just show you?
Does he have any digipicks? Keep this. Those. Okay, let's sell. Well, we won't be able to sell everything to him. Doesn't have that much money, but... it's a start.
You ask me? Trap outlaws? Ashta. Just so you know.
He really only buys weapons. But might be able to buy some munition. I always forget what I need. Okay, I need the 40mm explosive. 7.5. 43 Ultra Mag. Those are the big ones. Ultra Mag, very good. No explosives. What about 7.5? Okay. Let's return to the rock.
A year or two back, I shared a drink.
I'm always doing the wrong way.
Always painting too rosy a picture, though. These Rangers are some hard-blooded folk. They ain't afraid of
He says I spend too much time
Alex.
at my terminal. He's probably right. Hey there, Deputy. How goes the hunt for the first?
Be good. So far, so good.
Good, good. If you ask me, I don't think they stand a chance. You're like an Ashta creeping silently through the high grass, waiting for your chance to pounce, and then boom! Down they'll go. So, did you get any more of those encrypted slates? Because, let me tell you, I am so close.
Oh, here, have at it.
Oh, come to daddy, you sweet little piece of technology. You go stalk your prey and leave the rest to me, Deputy.
Ooh, we leveled up. Let's see. Oops. Now, go further into research methods. Security, that's always a pretty good. We go further into persuasion, obviously. Could increase our stealth, like what? Upgrade the stealth meter. You're 50% more difficult to detect. Suppressed weapons do an additional 10% sneak damage. That's pretty good. Commerce. Better deals. Diplomacy. Library and speech challenges. I think I want to upgrade that. I feel like we need to do more damage. Missile kills grant 25% critical hit chance for 5 seconds. That's actually not that great of an upgrade, to be honest. Go further into ballistics. I think that makes more sense. Just because we're mostly using ballistic weapons. Let's do that. What now?
If you're looking for the Rangers, check the upper levels or the canteen.
Come in, Deputy. Take a seat.
Uh-oh. What's happening now?
Sit down.
While you've been in the field, we've had more reports about farmers being threatened and attacked. Unfortunately, some didn't survive.
Yeah, that's bad news. Is there anything we could have done?
Not really, no. We can't be everywhere at once. Right now, our best hope to stop them is you.
That's terrible.
It's worse. It's tragic.
How's your investigation proceeding?
Well, it is kind of frustrating. There's still a lot of unanswered questions.
Then you'd better start finding some answers. Your lack of progress is costing lives.
How can you be so critical when you have done nothing to help?
This is Freestar Ranger business.
Thank you,
I'll thank
Andreja.
you to stay out of it.
Let's move on. I asked the other Rangers to share their opinions of you, and there are some things I want to go over. We'll start with Ranger Callow in Hopetown. She was grateful for your timely arrival, and impressed you had the guts to take on those pirates. Nia says you were respectful with Ron Hope and didn't push too hard. That shows me you were listening when I said...
Oh, are we getting a promotion, maybe? Yeah, I didn't like him much, but I did what I had to do.
Duty has to come before personal feelings. I'm glad you understand that.
Let's continue. We've got a detailed report from Ranger Price about your recent visit to Neon. He said you took on a syndicate loan shark to help an informant.
I just traded a favor for a favor.
You played the hand you had. It was a sensible and practical trade. Just make sure any favors you trade in the future don't require you to step outside the law.
Of course not.
You got results, and that's what matters most. Price was impressed by that. Said you really took the initiative.
Ranger McMillan praised what she called your uncommon bravery and dedication. She said you took on the Red Mile so you could get a meeting with Marco Graziani.
Was the best option I had at the time.
Putting the lives of others ahead of our own comes with the job. I'm sure it was a tough call, but I think it was the right one.
So what happened with Marco? I doubt he gave you that slate out of the kindness of his heart.
No. It came to violence. You can guess how it ended. Yep, I tried to persuade him, but he wouldn't go quietly.
I suppose underestimating you was his last mistake.
Correct.
Damn. I thought if anyone could see reason, it'd be Marco. What about Maya Cruz? Her loyalty to Hull and the 1st Cavalry was stronger than most.
She didn't have much time left, so she wanted to end things on her own terms.
I guess I'd want the same thing if I were in her place.
Excuse me, Marshal?
Not now, Alex. We're in a meeting here.
I know, but this is important. I've done it. I've cracked the encryption on the slates. Now, I don't know exactly where the First are headquartered, but there are references to a place called the Factory.
The Factory? That was our nickname for the main facility where the mechs were manufactured.
Under the terms of the peace treaty, they shut all the mech factories down right after the war.
But they didn't destroy them. At least not all.
I see. What do you know about this mech factory?
Never saw it myself, but I know it's a large facility mostly underground. If the First are occupying it, they'll probably have set up defensive positions throughout the complex.
I'll go and check it out.
The facility was on Arcturus 2. It could be a dead end, but if it's not, then you'd better be ready for a fight.
If I seem strict, it's because I'm protecting the integrity of
Didn't
the
get
Star Rangers.
a promotion?
You've made good progress.
Anything else you can tell me about that Mac factory?
It's a big facility, mostly beneath the surface. During the war, it was home to maybe 100 technicians working around the clock. They used the planet's geothermal vents to power the smelting of metal for the mechs. That's about all I know. Never was much of a gearhead.
What kind of man is Paxton Hall?
Smart, proud, and charismatic. A natural leader. Most in the 1st Cavalry would have laid down their lives on his orders without a second thought. But seeing so many of his soldiers die in the Battle of Nera, I think something broke in him that day. It's a sad story, and I sympathize to a point.
He would not be the first to be changed by the tragedy of war.
Seen it more times than I care to admit.
Yeah. Okay.
Guess we're done here.
Still no promotion. Unbelievable. Well, let me think. Gonna go there. Also have the quest. Go to Hope Tech. To the security card for our little espionage quest line. Let's travel to Hope Town. Why not? Why not? There was also the guy that wanted us to smuggle something, and now that we have some shielded cargo, we could actually do that.
Smugglers always like to...
A second, I need to put on the uniform. At least our suit. This.
Use Hope Tech ships to resemble legitimate transports. I wonder how the company feels about that.
First, let's sell some stuff. So from Grasshopper. Go. That can definitely go. I think I keep the outfit. Aid and sandwich. I wanted to check if I can upgrade some things.
Hey, what can I do for you? Sure, how about it?
Upgrade ship. So, something better here. EM suppressor, I'm not a fan of, honestly. Electron beam. Something. Spider. Power down. Go with this one then. Missile launcher. Engines. We have something better. Is that better? No. That one would be better. Their engine thrust. Heals. Worse. Draft drives. Priest. Reactors. Worse. Some upgrade though. Okay.
Ron hopes the best thing that happened to us.
Sounds a little bit brainwashed, but okay. There was this shady guy who was standing next to the children.
A fair amount of business runs through Hopetown.
Mr. Sud.
Most of it is legal.
Have you reconsidered my offer? A simple delivery to Aquila City.
Sure, can do it.
The package is contraband. If the authorities find it, it will not be good. If your ship has space for special cargo, then getting through security will be much easier. Can you handle a job like this?
And it over.
Deliver the package to Tom Sterrett. Just drop it off, no discussion, no questions.
This would hardly be the first time I engaged in such an activity, but usually I am familiar with at least someone at one end of the process.
Do not get caught. Goodbye.
Guard ships will frequently scan you for contraband. If you fail to scan and guard ships detect contraband on your ship, they may attempt to arrest or attack you. If you are carrying contraband in your personal inventory, guards will always catch you. To have a chance at smuggling, you need to place your contraband in a cargo hold with shielded cargo capacity. You can view your ship's shielded cargo capacity by viewing your ship's overview in the menu. There are various ways to further increase the chance of successfully smuggling contraband past guard ship scans, carrying fewer pieces of contraband, installing scan jammers, having a large amount of shielded cargo space compared to the total weight of contraband. The closer your contraband weight is to your ship's shielded cargo capacity, the more likely it is to be detected by a scan. While shielded cargo and scan jammers are seldomly for sale, you can find and even commandeer ships that already have one or both installed. Nice. Should be good there.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Okay, let's get that security card.
Keep an eye on your valuables.
I have never liked Hopetech ships, though I suppose that is hardly the point of them.
So, you don't mind me going here? Hey.
You sure you belong here?
I belong here.
Can I help you?
I have a huge favor to ask you. I need to borrow your security keycard.
I hate to disappoint you, but I'm not big on doing favors for people I don't know.
Look, I don't have time for detail, but it's an emergency.
Still, I'm not handing over this card without good reason. So start talking.
Let's talk.
I thought I made myself clear. I'm not giving you my card.
We could auto-persuade, but first let's see how this goes. I wouldn't be asking if it wasn't so important.
Maybe I can make an exception.
I'm glad you're starting to realize. Send it over now. I've got a narrow window here. Okay, time's wasting. Give me what I want or you'll never get rid of me.
Oh my god, you're serious, aren't you? Here's the card.
Nice.
Just make sure you give it back when you're done.
Did the thing. Okay. Now, let's deliver our... Or actually, I think I should go first to... Oops. First back to my ship. Because I might have that contraband in my inventory at the moment. Our persuasion skills are just a superpower at this point.
Just waiting on a credit check. Bureaucracy, right?
We'd be dust, except for the factory.
Pardon?
It is quite dusty here.
Off-worlders. Nothing ever good comes from that.
Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived.
Whew. Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
True. Alright. Do we have... Where is our stuff? There, Mr. Suit. Okay, 10, like we have like a bunch of shielded cards. So Akita City it is. Do some smuggling, our first official smuggling job. We have contraband, yes. We're excited to. No, can we let's jump there?
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for
Only
contraband.
59%.
And you can be on your way. All right, you're good. Welcome to Aquila City.
Didn't know that the chance was so low. That's scary. That's scary. Let's get rid of it. Uh-oh, what's this? Let's deliver the package. I think afterwards we do a quick stop at Ryujin to give the key card to Imogene.
You heard of the Elios retreat? Supposed to be some new age healing center for reforming criminals or whatever. Going up in Ixal too. I'm not holding my breath.
Interesting. That's something to check out at some point.
Fleet seems to be everywhere.
The rock is surprisingly well fortified. The early settlers here were quite practical.
Yeah. Perfect.
Listen,
nailed it.
No offense, but I'm swamped. Ah, so you're the delivery person. Well, here's your payment. Oh, and this never happened.
Of course not. Give us a good chunk of money, though. Access is key. Let's return to Ryujin. Up to Tevin and Nastas. Not sure if I know what that quest is about. No clue. Could talk to Minerva though, see if she now tells us her secret about how she got her hotel business up and running. First, let's go to Ryujin. The newest hotshot operative. Hey.
Hey there. Got that key card for me?
Sure do. Like taking candy from a baby.
I think of security the same way too, but don't let Dalton know I said that. Overall, not bad for a novice.
Thanks.
I think you're ready to kick things up a notch, and your timing couldn't be better.
Okay. I'm ready for anything.
Good. It's time for a change of pace. This next assignment requires a bit more discretion for 2 reasons.
Okay.
First, you'll be dealing with high-level executives, and second, you'll be in the Astra Lounge here in Neon.
Okay.
I suspect a great many things could occur in the Astra Lounge without anyone taking notice.
So I'll be in Benjamin Bayou's territory?
Exactly. And since you seem to be familiar with him, you probably know how much we don't like to upset him.
That makes sense. What's the significance of the Astra Lounge?
If you haven't already heard the name Benjamin Bayou, you'd better get familiar. The man runs Neon and has ties to anything significant here, including Ryujin. The trade tower is his baby, and the Astra Lounge is the heart and soul. You do anything to scar that and make a scene, I guarantee it'll come back to haunt us.
Well, all I need are the details.
The assignment is pretty easy. Our techs failed to uncover a potential deal between Infinity Ltd. And Quantum Synergies. Your job is to make sure that deal fails.
Okay. Tell me more about these companies.
Infinity Ltd. Is one of our aspiring competitors. They have products in several similar fields, ships and neuroamps being the exception. Quantum Synergies specializes in ship operating software. We don't consider them a major competitor since their product line is so narrow. If the two are meeting to work out a contract, that tells us Infinity must be looking to get into the ship business. And we'd like to delay that, if we can.
Okay. Is it done?
That's what we're hoping for. You'll be speaking with Quantum Synergy's Executive Director, Zola Adisa, and their Financial Manager, Arthur Cruz. I'll be giving you a dossier on both. I strongly suggest you read them for talking points.
Can you give me a breakdown on Zola's and Arthur's dossiers?
I suppose I can give you a brief rundown. We'll start with Zola. Zola is a born and bred executive. It runs in the family, so she's highly accustomed to an upper-class lifestyle. She's a narcissist who's also obsessed with public perception, both of her and Quantum Synergies. She wants to be associated with the latest and greatest, so she's drawn to innovation and quality.
Great. I love dealing with self-absorbed people.
Zola may be self-absorbed and superficial, but she's also smart. Her drive to keep both her name and Quantum Synergies in a positive spotlight have led to several innovations in ship OS software. As for her talking points, the key things to remember are: Infinity is the cheap version of Ryujin. They're a follower, not a leader, and they lack any sense of clear vision.
Okay. Why does Infinity Ltd. lack clear vision?
Infinity has struggled with leadership and turnover for a long time now. Lucas Drexler is probably the 5th CEO they've had in the past few years.
Okay.
Plus, it's hard to keep good employees when much better corporations who will pay more are out there.
Infinity is a follower. Do they have any original products of their own?
They've launched several, but none survive long. Nothing that would be as big as neuroamps or grav drives. That's why they've taken to just following whatever trends companies like Ryujin set. If they can't make money off ingenuity, they can certainly sell someone a cheaper version of a more expensive product they may want.
Okay, so how is Infinity the cheap version of Ryujin?
Infinity Ltd's strategy to make money is to cut cost on quality. You can compare any one of our products to theirs and see it almost instantly. Low-grade synthetics, flimsy thin materials, high energy usage, they issue at least 1 or 2 recalls a year.
I see.
Just remember, you can refer to the dossier at any time as a refresher. Now, on to Arthur Cruz. Arthur is a self-made man, and he prides himself on that. He's a full package, having both an extremely good knack for numbers and knowing how to talk to people. As Quantum Synergy's financial manager, he's all about driving profit with as little risk as possible. He makes decisions based on facts and heavily researched trends.
I'd love to get some of his thoughts on what constitutes acceptable risks.
It sounds like the two of you could really hit it off. Arthur's a great talker, but even the best can lose an audience when finance is the topic. Talking points for Arthur are aimed at steering him toward Ryujin over Infinity Ltd. Ryujin's profits are 25.7% higher than Infinity's, even with a superior quality product. Infinity's profits are fabricated. They're one audit away from ruin. We have a history of being financially secure that's never wavered, and we have the legal and marketing teams to handle anything that might threaten that.
Okay, why are Arthur's talking points trying to steer him towards Ryujin?
Quantum Synergies is the top name in ship OS. Their reputation has allowed them to keep the best engineers on their payroll. We can't deny that working with them would be beneficial for us, and Arthur is our best bet in making that happen. Besides, an open collaboration gives us easier access to information we'd otherwise have to find a more clever means of discovering.
Okay, so how do we know so much about Infinity's profits versus our own?
We keep an extremely close eye on our competition. Thanks to operatives like you, that information is almost always at our disposal.
Alright, I think I have everything I need to know.
Sounds like you're ready then. I'd still highly recommend reading the dossiers, though. Sometimes bullet-pointed statements can stick out in minds easier than conversation.
Read the dossier so I say all the right things. Got it.
Exactly. Those lines are most likely to sway Zola and Arthur away from Infinity, not to mention give them a gentle nudge in our direction. The Infinity Ltd rep is Nina Hart. I'll also be giving you an altered version of her presentation to swap out with the original. We've changed several figures, just enough to cause sufficient confusion throughout their meeting.
Beautiful. How do I get access to swap Nina's presentation?
If it's not on her person, it will be in the suite she has reserved. Suites are patrolled, so she'll believe it's secure. If you can't manage to get her room key or deal with the door itself, try Boone Morgan, the manager. Boone appreciates credits, if you know what I mean.
I see. How did you manage to get this presentation in the first place?
We got lucky on that one. Nina was making some last-minute changes to it at her own home and happened to save it to her personal data storage. Of course, we were able to access it, so we fabricated our own with new figures and put it on an Infinity Ltd slate. Assuming she's using an Infinity Ltd slate is a bit of a gamble, but one we're willing to take.
Okay. All swapping the presentation will make Infinity look incompetent.
Exactly. And that incompetence will be enough for them to further question this deal. Finally, I recommend dressing appropriately, so I've taken the liberty of having a suit made for you. We need absolute discretion on this one. I don't want any SSNN broadcasts about murder in the Astral Lounge. Got it?
Got it. Why do I need to dress appropriately?
Business executives aren't going to take advice from just anyone. Show up looking like an Ebbside street rat or mercenary for hire, and you're lucky if they'll even acknowledge you.
What if I'm not really into suits?
If you think you can do better, you're welcome to it. I suppose I can even provide you with a small allowance. Just keep in mind, business attire is preferred, club attire would be second to help blend in.
Okay. well, the only news you'll be hearing is how the deal fails miserably.
Just don't let that confidence give you a false sense of security. And remember, no incidents.
Word. Okay. We got a bunch of stuff. Well, I think we will take care of that next time. That will be interesting and exciting. More espionage and shenanigans. Thank you all for watching today's episode of Starfield. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a like. Maybe consider subscribing to the channel. Share the video with friends, family, and the people on the internet. That all helps me out a whole bunch and will bring you more content in the future. I will be back with more Starfield very soon. Until then, have a great time.